Hi you guys, and welcome back to Mindfulness Mondays and Tantric Tuesdays. This is a 2-for-1. We're doing both topics on the same date. Imagine that. They intertwine. So I was watching a sex podcast the other day, or listening to one, and they were talking about performance anxiety. So this is, in general, we're going to talk about anxiety, but it comes up in performance anxiety in the bedroom, right? Men and women, both. Everybody's affected by that. And this little sex podcast pointed to a Harvard study where they talked about anxiety in general, like public speaking and anxiety. And they figured out this really cool little insight that you can insert immediately into your day and throughout your day to notice, am I in anxiety land right now? And if I am, what's the root of that? Because if we can get to the root of things, you guys, then we're not swimming up here in the discomfort of it all day long, every day, corrosive, day after day, fight or flight, anxious land, right? Going, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to see it. I don't even know how to see it. It's just there. I don't know how to get to it. I don't know how to touch it. I don't know how to unpack it. We got to get at the root. So I'm going to pour my latte and I'll be right back and we'll chat about this. I'm excited right now. Excitement, energy in my body. There's a little bit of alchemy going on with that now, inner working alchemy. It's like fueling my body now, and I'm relaxed, settling into the background. So that was a little micro hit meditation I did that I've been doing a practice on anxiety over the last week and a half. I've done this about 100 times now. Stopped on a dime, like you just saw. Did a little micro hit of meditation, of inquiry meditation, just whatever your sensorial deconstruction meditative process is, to like stop on a dime, drop in what's going on in my inner workings. So in this Harvard study with performance anxiety, it's all the same. Performance anxiety is all the same. It comes from the same root, but they were looking at people with performance anxiety before they were going to go in and give a public talk or a public speak, and they said, just note or notice that you're excited. Because the root of anxious energy and the root of joyful, happy, playful, fun, loving energy is excitement. We can feed the thread back on both sides, anxious energy or joyful, playful, happy energy, back to the same thread, the same root sensation in the body, and that is excitement. In some meditative circles, they would call this air energy or agitation energy when it's really vibrating. But your body literally is holding and containing in some way, wherever you hold it, heart, chest, belly, solar plexus, whole body, energy that is very vibratory and excited. And what they found with these little Harvard studies was exactly what I found. When you stop on a dime, I don't know if they did the meditative aspect to it, but when I added that, stop on a dime, meditate, drop deep, notice, I'm excited right now in my body. Instantaneously, from the depths, you start to work that out. For me, it happens in all sorts of different ways I've noticed over the last week. Like the other day I was cooking in the kitchen, and I love cooking and listening to music, and I'm dancing around. Of course, I'm excited, fun, excited, playfulness, excited to share my dinner, my meal, my delicious homemade meal with loved ones and family, and at the smells, like excited at all of that, and just in that land of delicious, yummy, juicy, excited energy. But I would notice every once in a while I would slip into that anxiety kind of energy, the worry, anxiety energy. And anxiety energy can be like worry, fear, shame, doubt, all sorts of different things. Jealousy, all these things can trigger anxiety. FOMO, fear of missing out, whatever it is you're anxious about, right? And I would be noticing, like, I'm making dinner like this. I love this. What have I got to be anxious about while I'm making dinner? And I realized, it's like the 5 pots going on the stove, because I stopped on a dime and did it, and I was like, I'm worried I'm going to burn this dinner. Sometimes we get caught in the whirlwind of excitement, and it can like offshoot anxious energy, because then a thought gets dropped in. Oh, what if I burn the mill? Oh, I don't have enough hands. Oh, I'm doing this alone. Nobody helps me. And that excitement, delicious energy shifts, and it's fed by the same excitement energy, shifts into anxiety, nervous energy, pissed off, angry, whatever the fuck kind of energy. But at the root, both same. This is what I'm always telling you guys, right? If we get to the root and we see the sensorial root of something come up and arise, that's when we're going to create a break, an interrupter in the feedback loop, the habit pattern. That's when we're going to get in and rewrite the script in our head, rewire the operating system of our brain, right? So we need a little pattern interrupter. We need to see it, that we do this. Because in general, we live in anxiety land and we're just kind of, yeah, I'm anxious. Yeah, like I'm kind of already anxious all the time. And sometimes we're just like constantly on anxiety, low grade mode. We don't even realize how much we're there. Or we just pretend we're not there, because I did this for a long time. Even experienced panic attacks. I was just like, oh, that's not happening to me. I'm not doing that, or that's not what's going on, right? And then we see them and go, okay, I'm going to face my shit. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to deconstruct this, because it's corrosive and it is constantly causing my body to be in fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight, sympathetic nervous system triggered all the time. And boy, maybe it would be nice to be over here in excitement, joyful land, excitement, playful land, excitement, connecting land, excitement, getting shit done land, excitement, like juicing that energy, playing with that energy, right? Instead of like either bottling up or ignoring it, which is what we do when we ignore anxiety. Like the energy's in our body, we just try to ignore it because we think it's just all bad. It's just excitement. So what does excitement energy feel like in your body? What does excited mean? What does that mean to your internal working and system? It may mean that your blood pressure goes up, or your heart rate goes up, or you're just like breathing heavy, or you're just like, you feel a overall wave of like doing go energy, or you feel it maybe in certain area, like in the chest. Maybe you feel your excitement energy in your heart. Maybe you feel it in the throat. Maybe this is where you get curious to be able to alchemize that energy. Alchemization is a process where you go in deep, recognize what kind of energy is in your body. Maybe it's like low grade, really chill, really calm kind of energy, and you play with that. You allow it to pervade like the contours of your experience and enjoy where you're at. And if you need to flip on a light or flip on the switch to get more energy or do something, that's like the base point to build up from there, and you alchemize into some other kind of energy you need. There's limitless energy. Despite what we think, we got to eat and sleep, and those things give us energy, and they do. Our bio bags need that, but energy really is something so much more fundamental and phenomenal than that. We're looking at one little slice of energy when we think of it in terms of bioenergy, like that kind of energy. So to learn to play with when you have excitement energy in your body, how can I alchemize this? How can I optimize this? How can I use it? When you get down to here and it's excitement energy, you get down to the root, excitement energy. It's not about labeling as good or bad, right or wrong, anxiousness or not anxiousness energy. It's just about feeling the energy at a more subtle, vibratory, raw data kind of look. You're looking at it more like raw data kind of look. And go, oh, well, that's just like I put fuel in my car. If I'm going to go out road raging and hit the gas and jam the gas pedal, then that's like anxious fuel energy, right? But it's the same as like, I'm going to go on a road trip energy. Your car doesn't know the fucking difference between the fuel you put in it that's going to cause you to hit the gas pedal and get pissed off and do road rage in the car and use the gas for that purpose, or use the gas for a sweet little road trip, right? It's the same energy. The gas in the car is the excitement in the tank, in the body, in the belly, in the being. The excitement in the tank is like a neutral kind of energy. It's a vibratory moving, depending how big or small. Like it's you got to look at it as more of like, oh, this is just movement energy in my body. It's not good, bad, right, or wrong. So how can I juice it? How can I tap in? How can I get into this movement energy and play with it and alchemize it and ride it like a wave where I want to go. Ride it like a wave to just stop and let it saturate your body, turn into this beautiful vibratory flow, like effervescent champagne, and just be like, this feels really good. Now I'm going to go interact in the world, right? Instead of that energy just low grade all the time, like it's like grating on us, grinding on us, grinding on us, grinding on us, exhausting us, exhausting us, exhausting us, and we don't even know it, we don't even see it. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You just got to stop fucking on a dime, see it. And then I did a noting technique, like different labeling or noting techniques in these traditional practices was just like, oh, I'm excited right now. Instantaneously, story dropped. Excited good, excited bad, didn't matter, didn't matter, didn't matter, didn't matter. Excited energy in my body. Ooh, what am I going to do with it? How am I going to play with it? Woo, 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 woo. What fun things are going to come up with this excited energy? And you can do other techniques around it, shamatha or feel rest or just calm relaxation. Sometimes you can wrap that around it and explore it that way. Sometimes you can zoom out and look in at your body. Sometimes you can zoom into that energy. All the ways you meditate, you do them here, you apply them here. But we've got to see it first. We got to see this habit pattern first. Then stick a little pattern interrupter there, a loop interrupter, a rut, a sankara, samsara interrupter in there. So we're like, oh, in this moment, right now. I'm excited. Feels juicy. Think about all this juicy energy bleeding out into my day. And just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. What a different way, what a different perspective to look at life. And boy, if I can learn to see and play with anxiety as an emotion or a sensation in my body, that's emotional intelligence. That's probably one of the hardest places. You want to start somewhere easy, you could start with, I'm feeling excited, joy, feel good, because eventually you're going to get here way more than here. We're just here because we're default mode here. Rick Hanson wrote Inside Buddha's Brain, and he said of negativity bias, which we are all in because we've all evolved naturally to have every single human being, you, me, everybody, to have a negativity bias, meaning we see more negative. We're on the alert for what's going to happen. We're hyper vigilant for the negative. So we're not going to see the good. We're not quote unquote good, or we're not going to see the positive, or we're not going to see the times when we're excited, giddy, happy, joyful, sexy, courageous, all the juicy bits of excitement, right? Because we're swimming in this land, or we're trying to ignore it all because we're swimming in that land and we don't know how to shut it down. So of course you shut down one, you shut down the other, right? So I found throughout the week, the really cool offshoot of this practice is like, I was excited so much. I was like, wow, I'm a joyful little excited being. Look at this. I'm excited about this. I have excited energy. Oh, it's about this cool thing, or about this cool thing, or about this cool thing, or about this fun thing, or this, and I noticed a lot more of my excited root energy really does come from this tree than this one, right? So that's another habit pattern switch and beautiful insight of this practice. Okay, so what to do, how to do. Get a little pen and pad, a sticky note, whatever you need to do. Every time you sit on the toilet, you're going to ask yourself this. Every time you sit your ass in the car, you're going to ask yourself this. Anytime you notice that you're feeling anxious, you're going to ask this. Anytime you notice you're feeling happy or joyful or giddy, you're going to ask yourself this. Anytime you can catch yourself on a dime throughout your day, even when you're not feeling it or you don't even know what's going on in your internal workings, you're going to stop on a dime like 10 times a day and go, get present, get into your sensorial system through whatever meditative process you use. Land in your body, feel, listen, get settled in your sensory system, and ask, what's going on inside? What's going on in there? Am I excited? Is there excitement energy in my body? Ooh, there is. And then get curious. Where's it at? Where's it located? How big is it? Is it moving? Is it flowing? Is it vibratory? Is it just in my solar plexus or chest or belly in one area? Or is it global? Is it overall? Right? Learning. And then be with that energy. Commune with that energy. Start communing with excitement energy. Because 99% of the time we get excited about something. Good, bad, right, wrong, doesn't matter. And we have no control over that energy. It just overwhelms us. We have no relationship to that energy to see it at the subtle level. It overwhelms us and we react from that place, whether we're craving or averting reactions. So you're just starting to see and notice your own inner workings in our inner state 5 times a day, 10 times a day, how many ever times a day you can do that. Stop on a dime, drop in. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Let me know how this practice goes for you and have a fabulous day.